Okay, so guys, sorry about that, name. So my mom-in-law called us, so we had to answer the phone. So yeah,
So yeah, where were
where
we?
we? I forgot,
Okay,
babe.
Safari Blue. Oh, Kwale Island. You're talking
Kwale
about Kwale Island.
Island, yeah.
Yeah, so basically Kwale Island is like a docking station there, for like the boats that go to Safari Blue and all that. Yeah, so when you go there, it's so beautiful, it's so nice. That's why they give you like your snorkeling kit, your fins, your googles, and everything that you need for snorkeling and all that. Yeah, then boom, with the butt, we get into, they call them the Arabic dough boat. It's like those big dough boats. We're a lot. We're like maybe 20 or so.
Nah, baby, 20 is a lot. I think 15.
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then maybe we're like around 15 or
Mm,
so.
mm.
Then we travel about 20 minutes into the journey. Everyone is getting uncomfortable. The weather's changing a little bit.
The
Water is
weather was
starting,
bad.
yeah,
It
water is
was
starting to get
bad.
into the boat.
Mm.
And you can feel the boat is starting to going like that. It's like a dough boat. It's not
I
really
think it was
sustained.
drizzling, right? Mm,
Yeah, and the rain was starting to drizzle a bit. Then I asked
mm.
that guy. I thought I was the only one, panicking. Myself and Lisa. I thought we were the only one panicking. Then I asked that guy who was standing in the front. I'm like, hey man, how far do we still have to go? It was like 25 minutes, and everyone just got.
No, babe,
What
isn't
is
it
it?
an hour?
Uh-uh.
So we passed the
No,
hour.
yeah, no, we didn't. We didn't. I don't think the whole thing was even an hour. I think it was
Mm.
like 40 minutes, but it
40
was a
minutes,
traumatizing
okay.
40 minutes. So it probably felt like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember I asked that guy, unless maybe he said 35, but yeah, it had a five figure on it. Yeah, then everyone there was just like yo yo yo, yeah. Then I remember this one time, I think about maybe 5-10 minutes after asking him that, then the boat like goes that way, like it's losing control. I was like, hey, life jacket. We
Mm,
picked up the life jackets from the bottom there, and it was so
mm.
sad. Because the guys didn't have enough life jackets. I think they had like 4 or 5
4,
life jackets, and there's
yeah.
like 15 people in the boat. So that
Mm.
was very 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 bad in terms of like safety.
And they look
Um,
so relaxed, guys.
mm,
They look so relaxed.
yeah, so the guys there themselves,
Oh
they
my god.
they
Sorry,
they relax.
guys.
The guys there themselves, they relax, which also give you a little bit of like some comfort to say, oh, okay, if the guys are not panicking, then they know nothing is gonna happen.
Mm.
Then yeah, but the whole trip traumatized me. I don't know, did it traumatize you?
It did, babe. Like, after that day, I didn't want to travel anywhere. Because honestly, guys, I think we wanted to go to like 5 places. But after that day,
Mm,
I just wanted to chill at the resort and just eat and chill. Because, wow, guys, that
yeah,
was
yeah. Even
traumatic.
before we come back, actually, like just when we get to the sandbanks and everything, I wanted
Mm,
nothing. I just wanted to go back to the resort and sleep like the couple that we saw, which came from Cape Town. I remember
mm,
I had a lot of questions, like why the hell do we have to go through so much chaotic drives and everything? We've got
mm.
a beautiful hotel. Urawabe, I think it's 4 star. It's
Yeah,
very,
very,
very, very
very
beautiful, and
beautiful.
the
White
beach is just there.
sand,
The beach is
beach,
there,
yeah.
literally. Yeah. So
Mm.
we go to this popular sandbank, and by the time I got there, I was just traumatized enough. I couldn't snorkel. We just had some fruits. Like they do like fruits and everything. Then there were like a seafood platter. Then yeah, we just
Mm.
ate the food, the seafood platter. I just couldn't want to go,
And
and
the
every
thought of
time when I was
going
there,
back, you
exactly,
see, yeah.
I kept on what's gonna happen when we go back. But yeah, when we go back, we were sailing. So sailing is much more comfortable than when they're riding on the boat. So basically, I don't know how they do it, but basically with sailing, the boat is not even on.
It follows the wind
Yes, it follows the
direction.
wind direction. Then they
Yeah.
just control it. They just control it. It took
Mm-hmm.
about, I think it was even less than when we were going back when we were sailing. But water still
Mm.
kept coming in because the tides were high now. So if you can, maybe put that video of like the high tide or the end of
Yeah,
the video or
yeah, I will
something.
try to,
Yeah.
yeah.
So when we came back, the tide was so high. It was looking like a rescue mission. Just getting off that boat to the docking side, it was looking like a rescue mission. Like literally, water was like somewhere on this level from where you're getting off. So yeah, it was crazy. Made it out back successfully, and that was it. That was Safari Blue Tower for us. Don't get it wrong, it's an amazing tower. A lot of people
Yeah.
love it.
So, babe,
Everyone who
what
goes to
what have we learned
Zanzibar.
from this Safari Blue experience? What I
Uh,
what I learned personally is that, like, when you go on vacation, guys, don't be jumpy. Just relax, cause we were so jumpy, guys. the first 2 days, yeah, you were jumpy, baby.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anything wrong with being jumpy, because you want to see those places. It's the places which, when you check on the internet, things to do at Zanzibar, things to do at a certain destination, they always come up. If you go to internet now and search things to do at Zanzibar, trust me, Safari Blue is going to be number one or number two. So when you're traveling with a mind of, oh, I want to explore this place, you might not be able to be jumpy.
No, you know what I mean by jumpy jumpy. Just get time to relax, guys. Like, you can't be like traveling 2 days or 3 days in a row, because that's what
Yes.
we wanted to
Yeah.
do. Maybe like just travel, maybe just go on a tour today and take a break, then the next day go on a tour. Just don't do like everything at the same time. So
Yes,
and
yeah.
also, Barry, do you want to tell them about the ring story? Or what happened? We were going to Safari Blue, the ring.
Oh, crazy. So Zanzibar is where I engaged, for us to get married. That's why I've got a ring now. We're married now. So Zanzibar is where I engaged. So when I read up on Safari Blue, when you talk to people about Safari Blue who've been to Zanzibar, they tell you it's an amazing place. And I was like, oh, maybe this is going to be a perfect place to engage. So I had my ring on me. I'm like, oh no, maybe when you get there, we're gonna find a nice spot. I'm gonna get the guys there, help me do like some surprise and all that. I was so traumatized. I couldn't do anything.
Your
I had
clothes
my
were
ring.
wet.
I had my ring on me and everything. I went back home. I went back to the resort with the ring, and I just asked the guys at the resort to say, hey guys, look, I came with my girlfriend. I'm planning on engaging. Please assist me. And they planned a very beautiful dinner, and they managed to pull a surprise for it. So the whole thing of Safari Blue, after that I was like, okay, you know what, I'm no longer going on these tours. These tours are unsafe. Number one thing, the guys don't have life jackets and all the type of things, and I think that is a very important thing. And I think about 2 months after that,
I think trusting locals. What can you say about locals, babe?
yeah, there's no accountability. There's no accountability, because we use like those guys who are always coming to the beach, but at the same time, the boat is not for them. You get to the docking side and there's a boat. There's just no accountability in terms of that. I don't know if we had used the hotel, if it was going to be different, but I think for people who are going to be going to Zanzibar or anywhere else in the world, honestly, always make sure that the guys that you're traveling with are following all safety protocols. Like, you don't want to be on a boat which doesn't have safety. Which doesn't have the life jackets. What if something happened? Then what? Because I remember about 2 months after we came back, you can still Google it now, you're gonna find it. There was a boat which capsized at Zanzibar, the tow boat which capsized at Zanzibar, and the last time I checked, they said 10 people died, and these are people from Zanzibar. I would love to believe they even know how to swim better, but for some reason they couldn't do it. Because you're in the ocean. The swimming in the ocean is not like swimming in the tide and all that type of thing. So yeah, after that we're like, nope, no more tours. We spent our last days just sitting at the resort, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was amazing.
So guys, make sure when you travel, just choose like a beautiful hotel, because maybe if it happens or it rains or maybe something happens, or I know you're just gonna chill by the resort and still have fun.
Yeah, so I also pulled out an engagement, like I was saying earlier. Yeah, so the hotel staff, they are very amazing. I think it's something they've been doing for so long. I tell them, hey guys, look, I came with my girlfriend. I'm planning on engaging. Can you pull out something for me? Then they say, oh yeah, sure, no worries. We can do either during the day or during the night. What do you want? They say during the day we can just go create something when the tide is low next to the beach, or during the night we can do dinner under the star. The word dinner under the star for me sounded so nice. So I was like, yeah, let's do dinner under the sky. So they do like like those dinners which like they put like candles around, shape them with love. Then you walk through the slides and everything and all the type of things. Yeah. So I remember they pulled it up in the evening. I think 2 or 3 days before we actually came back. I think it was on a Friday. Yeah, on a Friday. 3 days before we came back. And yeah, they arranged like a proper dinner. I remember we went to the room. You went to the room. I was like, oh no, let me go quickly check up on something. Then I'll go check up on something, whatever. There was nothing that I was checking up on. I was just making sure everything is fine. Then they went. I remember that lady. They're so smart about it. Yeah. So I was waiting there already. Everything set up. Waiting with my ring. A little bit nervous. The people around there starting to pick up what's happening. It's like, oh man, people are watching. This is so crazy. Yeah, so one of the ladies there went and called her What did they say when they come actually?
No, yo, guys, you know what they said to me, ne? They said, my husband like got into trouble. Like you,
Yeah, I remember.
yeah, like I don't remember the exact story because like I was panicking, you know. But yeah, they just told me, "Oh, yo, your husband did something." Now, so the hotel manager. So like I started panicking. That's why I can't like remember the whole story. So yeah, they said I must go like and talk to my husband. The manager wanna talk to me, something like that, guys. Yo, that was a big thing.
Yeah,
Because
then
I was panicking.
yeah, then she comes there and oh, she's like, oh, what's happening here now and everything.
Mm.
Then yeah, I went down on my knee, popped the question. Yes is the answer. Of course, people were there, clapping hands, ululating, whatever that they were
There's a
doing.
couple that bought us a wine, guys.
Yeah,
I think they are
it's a
from
black.
South
Yeah,
Africa.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Were they a
couple.
white couple?
Yeah.
White, yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was a lady. I don't know if it was a couple or just a lady,
It
because it
was
was
just
just a
a
lady
lady.
who brought the wine. Yeah. So it's
Mm.
like, oh,
That
wow,
was
you guys engaged. And she
beautiful.
brought us one. She bought us like one of those most expensive wines. You see, the one that be like, oh, this one has been fermented for this long, or it has been kept for this long, whatever. She bought us that one. And yeah, it was nice. It was fun. Yeah. Yeah, and that was our story of Zanzibar. Oh, okay. So now everything went well, and we go on. We spend our remaining days in the resort, which was also very, very, very beautiful compared to those traumatizing
Safari
tours
Blue.
that we did and everything. Then it's time to go back now. We're going back. Of course, we're flying from Zanzibar into Nairobi to Joburg.
Oh,
Yeah.
Precision Air.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Kenya Airways have got a code sharing agreement with this airline. It's an airline in Tanzania. It's called Precision Air. So they don't fly these typical airlines that we know, like your Boeing, Airbus, and everything. They fly these ATR flights. ATR, I think it's called ATR 72. It's those one which, like even the
If you know the Maldives small
yeah,
plane, I think they are similar, babe.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, but it's not those ones. Because those ones, the Maldives one take like 10, 15 people.
they are smaller, ne?
And I know, yeah. So
But
they
they
are
look
like
the
what?
same.
They're
They
the
look
ones which
like water.
they look like water planes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they're designed more to travel like within the coastal areas, but they're so small. It's like two people here and an aisle, then two people here, which is not a problem. But they're so tiny. They're so tiny. It's those type of plane which, like, you see the propeller. You see the propeller which propel for the engine to move and stuff. So the propeller is on the outside, so you can literally see the propeller. That was so scary. So we got into that. Of course, we're traveling from Zanzibar to Nairobi. Then from Nairobi, that's where we're gonna get into Kenya Airways. So we got into Precision Air. It's very small, and I'm not used to sitting in the front on the airline. Honestly, on the flight, honestly, I think we're sitting on like number 3
Number
from the
3,
passenger. I
next
mean,
to the
from
pilot.
the pilot. Yeah, we're sitting at like aisle number 3 from the pilot. So that made it even worse. I remember it started then. Just when it started, it was like and everything.
Yo, we were scared for our lives,
Yeah,
Shem.
everything
That was
vibrates in there.
like a long 1 hour. Was it 1 hour, babe?
Yeah, it wasn't even that long. It was
Guys.
an hour and a half.
Like I couldn't breathe in that plane.
Yeah, it was the longest 1 hour we
In
ever
our life.
ever been
I
on.
remember when we got to Kilimanjaro and everyone was standing and they wanted to take a
Yes,
picture.
yeah. Because basically when you
I
traveling
wanted to
from
tell them, guys, please sit down. This plane is gonna fall or something. Yeah, that was
because
so
basically
scary.
when you're traveling from Nairobi, I mean, when you're
Nairobi.
traveling from Nairobi to Zanzibar or vice versa, you fly across Kilimanjaro,
Mm.
So Kilimanjaro, when you are going back to Nairobi from Zanzibar, it's left, and people in that small airline, everyone was standing up and coming to this side of the left, so they can see. And I was like, what if, yeah, I think my even scientific reasoning was gone at the time, Yeah, I remember they gave us some snacks, I remember that I think they gave us some cashews. I couldn't even eat them. They were, I was just so concerned about like just finding myself in the ground. Then I mean, I checked them on social media. I think that side they are very recommended and all that. I think it was just an issue of I've never been on this type of a flight, but otherwise it's an amazing flight, nothing wrong with it. I've got a friend who also went to Zanzibar and she flight Precision End, and she was just as concerned as I was, or as we were. Starting to get a bit cold, eh? Yeah, just as concerned as we were, about the flight. Then we went on. We landed at Nairobi. Nairobi was beautiful. This time around, at least we don't have to look for the bags. We know better now. Then yeah, we transferred into Kenya Airways. Luckily, we also came back with Embraer E190, which was also just to this side. But at least it's a narrow body according to the aviation standard. But compared to British Air, it's a little bit of a much more wider body. And that was it. We fly back to Joburg. It was a smooth landing into Joburg and all that. It's just crazy. Nairobi always do these things of night flights. I don't know. I mean, not Nairobi. What is this? Kenya Airways. They do like midnight flights, which is crazy. So I remember when we landed at Joburg, it was around
10 o'clock.
It was very late.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, Wuma 1 also. Wuma 1, 2. It should have been that late. Yeah. It was very, very late because we were still, of course, on the curfew time, and we found like those airport taxis. And they took us. We found the airport taxis. I think the guy charged us like 500, 600. He wanted to charge us more. I was like, yeah. Then I think we ended up coming to like 500, 600. I think the guys were also taking advantage because they know there was curfew. Yeah, it's curfew, and you just want to get home. And yeah, we did the taxi and we got home, and that was it. And that was our Zanzibar story. It was nice. It was fun. There were many beautiful moments. There were a little bit of some terrifying moments in the beginning. And I mean, it was our first international trip, and we learned from it. Looking forward to a lot more African destinations. Yeah, there are quite a lot of African destinations that I really want to visit within the coming years. Also, like Mauritius, our neighbors, Namibia, Seychelles and all that. So yeah, let's see what happens on the next one, It's crazy. I hijacked your YouTube.
No, I think this is like, guys, my husband loves traveling, so that's why I let him talk about these things. Yeah, you really love traveling.
I hijacked your YouTube.
No, it's okay, babe. So guys, I think we just gonna end this video now. So if you like this type of content, please comment on this video so that we can do like more story times about how we met or anything, guys. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna end this video now. Love you guys. Sharp.
Yeah, so we are at the Drakensberg now, like I showed you. So we're at the Drakensberg. We're at this hotel here, resort here. It's called Little Switzerland Resort. So it's just after 5, so we're just waiting for dinner to start. Dinner starts at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much, guys. So I'm just gonna end this video now. Bye bye, guys. See you on the next video.